Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. We're going to talk a little bit about credit cards, the CFPB, and this particular video will highlight why the CFPB was shut down for the advantage of, in this case, Bank of America, but against the consumer. Why CFPB takes action against Bank of America for illegally charging junk fees, withholding credit card rewards, and opening fake accounts. Now, Bank of America is not alone in this regard. This is a common practice. You as a consumer are being screwed by these credit card companies, by these large banks. I've never been a fan of Bank of America. Probably back in college, I was doing some research on Bank of America, and subsequently that has been in my back pocket for 50 plus years. For those of you using Bank of America, there are alternatives. That's all I'm going to suggest. But here we are, February of 2025, and no longer will CFPB be in a position to take actions. And I'll leave it at that. Bank of America will pay more than $100 million to harmed consumers and $150 million in penalties to CFPB and Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Wow. Shameful on CFPB for doing their work, for doing what Congress expected them to do, and all of a sudden they had the rug pulled out under them. Today, the CFPB ordered Bank of America to pay more than $100 million to consumers for systematically double dipping on fees imposed on customers with insufficient funds in their account, withholding reward bonuses explicitly promised to credit card customers, and misappropriating sensitive personal information to open accounts without customer knowledge or authorization. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC, also found that the bank's double dipping on fees was illegal. Bank of America will pay a total of $90 million in penalties to the CFPB and $60 million in penalties to the OCC. Bank of America wrongfully withheld credit card rewards, double dipped on fees, and opened accounts without consents. B of A is a globally systematic, important bank serving 68 million people and small business clients. It has one of the largest coverages in consumer finance services in the country. As of March 31st, 2023, the bank had $2.4 trillion in consolidated assets and $1.9 trillion in domestic deposits, which makes it the second largest bank in the United States. They have to go through and they have to screw the consumer. To Bank of America, it's seemingly pennies on the dollar. But to you, as a consumer, $35 here and $40 there and $10 here, all adds up. But again, Bank of America and their hubris and arrogance, shrug it off. So what? It's a cost of doing business. We need to cheat the consumer in order to keep bumping up our earnings so we can satisfy Wall Street. This is what Bank of America did in terms of harming hundreds of thousands of consumers over a period of several years. Deployed a double dipping scheme to harvest junk fees. Bank of America, and this is ongoing. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, they all do it. They all do it. Bank of America just got caught, and I suspect if I dug a little deeper, I'm going to find something on Citibank. I'm going to find something on Wells Fargo. I'm going to find something on Chase. Bank of America had a policy of charging customers $35 after the bank declined a transaction because the customer did not have enough funds in their account. Wow. Here, you don't have enough money in your account, so we're going to double dip and we're going to penalize you. We're going to hit you for a fee. Does that make any damn sense? No. The CFPB's investigation found that the Bank of America double dipped by allowing fees to be repeatedly charged for the same transaction. Over a period of multiple years, Bank of America generated substantial additional revenue by illegally charging multiple $35 fees. Well, it would have been nice if CFPB clarified this and stated the actual numbers. Withheld cash and points rewards on credit cards. We're going to see more and more of this because people find these point systems as favorable and they shop around, and I find it a waste of time just because they're being manipulated. Why? Because Bank of America, in this case, withheld cash and points rewards on credit cards. Compete with other credit card companies, Bank of America targeted individuals with special offers of cash and points When signing up for a credit card, Bank of America illegally withheld promised credit card account bonuses, such as cash rewards or bonus points, to tens of thousands of consumers. The bank failed to honor reward promises for consumers who submitted in-person or over-the-phone applications. Yeah, again, Bank of America. I'm going to say, I'm biting my tongue. The bank also denied sign-up bonuses to consumers due to the failure of Bank of America's business processes and systems. Misused sensitive customer information to open unauthorized accounts. From at least 2012, they were doing this for friggin' 10, 15 years in order to reach now disbanded sales-based incentive goals and evaluation criteria. Bank of America employees illegally applied for and enrolled customers in credit card accounts without consumer knowledge or authorization. I'm not surprised. In those cases, Bank of America illegally used or obtained consumer credit reports without their permission to complete applications. As Bank of America's actions, consumers were charged unjustified fees, suffered negative access to their credit profiles, and had to spend time correcting errors. Now again, this is a minimal penalty. I think Bank of America should be fined substantially. This is not the first enforcement action Bank of America has faced for illegal activity in its consumer business. In 2014, the CFPB ordered Bank of America to pay, $727 million in redress to its victims for illegal credit card practices. All right, so there's $1 billion right there, close to $1 billion. And if there's 67 million people working with Bank of America, okay, it's 68 million. I suggest you find somewhere else to do your business. As I said, I do not like Bank of America. In May 2022, CFP ordered Bank of America to pay $10 million civil penalty over unlawful garnishment. And later in 2022, the CFPB and OCC fined Bank of America again $225 million and required it to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in redress to consumers. You kind of get the idea here. Bank of America has one job. That's to screw consumers. Here, they screwed consumers over $1 billion. And it's an ongoing practice, repeatedly, over and over and again. You, as a consumer, need to be aware. So I would find another institution to do business with. Enforcement actions. Under the CFPB Act, the CFP has the authority to take actions against institutions. Well, now they don't. This is what CFPB ordered. Stop its repeat offenses, pay redress to harm consumers, pay $90 million in penalties. Comment. Let me know what you think. You glad CFPB's gone? Or are you on the other end going, CFPB was a valuable resource to the consumer, and it's shameful that the Trump administration elected to shut this agency down? Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped. See you soon.